We're back in Manehattan with Rarity and the Pie Sisters this week for an episode that adds two new writers to the MLP team. And it's a good one. Let's take a look at The Gift of the Maude Pie. Following the success of her Canterlot boutique, Rarity travels back to Manehattan to search for a location to open up a new shop in the big city. She accompanies Pinkie Pie as she travels around the city with her sister Maude on their annual Pie Sisters Swap Day, where Pinkie tries frantically to acquire a rock pouch to give as the perfect present for her sister. This episode is the first to be scripted by newcomers Michael P. and Will Fox, and for their debut, the two brothers make a terrific first impression. The story may be one of the more simplistic ones of recent memory, but it's important to remember that it isn't just about the narrative itself. Execution is key, and that's where the Fox brothers really shine with this hugely entertaining episode. The Rarity Pinkie Pie combo is one that we haven't seen in the show since Putting Your Hoof Down back in season 2, nor is it one that has ever had a full episode, but this one makes it well worth the wait. The pair play off each other with excellent chemistry as they do everything they can to find Maude the perfect gift, especially after Pinkie is unable to buy the pouch she wanted after finding that the store selling them is closed. Rarity's little subplot is nicely interwoven with the main story, but it feels rather superfluous, spending almost the entirety of the episode sat on the sidelines. Starring in her 4th episode and 5th overall appearance, Maude is once again fantastic. I have adored this character ever since her debut in season 4. Every one of her appearances has been a treat, and this one is no exception. Ingrid Nielsen knocks it out of the park again. Her timing and delivery of all the deadpan humour is pitch perfect, and her outstanding vocal performance allows her stoic and monotonously spoken character to still have a great level of personality. You'd think by now this shtick would start to get tiring, but this time the script does even more with Maude, further exploring her passion and knowledge for rocks, and expressing her dedication and love for Pinkie Pie, especially throughout the 3rd act. Seeing the way she treats and cares for her pet rock Boulder like it's actually her child is quite sweet to watch as well. It's a brilliant way for the writers to provide something fresh for Maude while always staying true to her charm. Pinkie Pie is also well characterised here, with both the writers and Andrea Littman capturing a strong balance of enthusiasm, panic, and even despair into the script and performance, even if it does have the tendency to be a little over the top at times. Despite the joint focus and efforts from the Pie Sisters, amazingly neither of them secure the highlight of the episode. That honour instead goes to Rarity, who although consistently enjoyable in her supporting role, completely steals the show in a single sequence. Seeing her pull off a flawless impersonation of Pinkie Pie is one of the funniest things the show has delivered in a long time.
But you're Pinkie Pie. You're supposed to be all, oh, I'm so excited I got the rock pouch. And I know I say excited a lot when I'm actually just kind of excited, but this time I'm really excited about how excited I am about being this excited over the rock pouch. And then you fire off your potty cannon.
Speaking of comedy, we also get our first song-ish of the season with the Pie Sisters Swap Day song. A very humorous little melody that feels like a fun throwback to the classic Pinkie Pie interludes of season 1.
It's the Pie Sisters Swap Day song.
Hey.
The Manehattan setting also allows for a neat selection of references from films such as Planes, Trains and Automobiles, Big and Breakfast at Tiffany's, and earlier series episodes, which serve as some nice little blink and you'll miss it extras for the fans. The well-paced narrative takes an interesting turn when Pinkie reluctantly sells her beloved party cannon to a street salesman for the pouch, to which Maude promptly uses her Maude sense to track him down and reverse the exchange. Although the methods utilised in this scene may be a bit questionable to some viewers, it does propel some great moral lessons, reminding people of all ages that gift-giving is an act of love and thoughtfulness above all else, and not worth making such drastic sacrifices for. A final exchange of smiles and hugs between Pinkie and Maude is a lovely way to round out a very fun and heartwarming episode. Proving that sometimes the simplest stories are the best, The Gift of the Maude Pie blends wonderful characters and a plentiful amount of laughs and sweetness into one thoroughly enjoyable first episode from a very promising pair of writers. I'm giving it a gold star score of 9 out of 10, and I look forward to seeing what the Fox brothers bring to the show in the future. Hey everypony, Golden Star here. Thank you for watching my review, and I hope you loved the episode just as much as I did. Just to let you all know, my review for next week's episode, On Your Marks, is going to come a few days later in the week than usual. But it's for one very big and exciting reason. I am going to be at Buck this weekend. The biggest pony convention in the UK is back at Event City in Manchester this Saturday and Sunday, and I am extremely happy to be attending this year. This is not only going to be my first pony convention, it's also going to be my first major convention overall, so it's likely I'm going to be incredibly nervous-sighted, but I am eager to be part of all the fun and hopefully make some great new friends. Now, as you probably all know, this year's Buck is the last, so knowing that this will be a once-in-a-lifetime experience for me really makes me want to make the absolute most of it. If you're going as well, then I look forward to hopefully meeting with you. Let's make this final Buck one that we'll all remember and treasure forever. Once again, thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you in Manchester.